Okay, I want to share with you guys about this widget. This is Claude Code Usage Monitor, and this is only on the Mac OS, the menu bar right here. Most of the really popular things are the CC usage and the Claude Code usage, and those are the open source that works in the terminal, but this one, it works on the menu bar. You really don't need to open your terminal and to see a lot, but I'm using it here and on the status line. I want to show you when I open the Visual Studio right here. Before I start, this menu bar is not really made by everything for me. It is made by a Japanese developer, and I have sent him the email, but he didn't really respond to it yet. But I have added lots of features right here. So let's dive in. First of all, yeah, this icon. When the Japanese developer that has made it and is just uploaded the GitHub, and I found it out that when I make this make build, this app is just a blank. There's some icons right there. So when you open on the spotlight, the icon was empty. But I have added this one. So when I found in the spotlight with the application, this shows really same as it looks. And first one is that, and the second one is that this app really have to turn it every time when you turn on your Mac. So I first have added this launch at login, and this launch and login, if you turn it off, it doesn't really turn on when your Mac is on, and you have to turn it on. You really don't have to turn every time your Mac is turned on. So yeah, that is the second feature. And the third one, this is the most really interesting part that I have made with this app. Let's go to the Figma and I'll tell you about this. Okay, what about just setting up with the real time? What about it's 21 and this will be 22, and this could be like after 9 to 5 hours, maybe 02. Yeah, but if you are on here and your time is clocking and it's like 9:44, the Claude Code think that you are starting work at the 9 and it ends at the 2. If you don't trigger between 2 and 3, it doesn't really trigger continuously. Trigger at about 3 and 3:05. This 1 hour will be really empty. And after that, after the 5 hours later, and right here, it ends at. So you have to trigger this all the timings that if you want to continue the work. But let's think, if you're going to work on this too, but you're going to sleep right here about like 1 o'clock, you sleep, and about 6 hours you're going out, about you wake up in the 7, this will be like, it will trigger another time with the 7 right here. So the new timeline will be start on the 7 to after 5 hours, it will be like at 12 o'clock. So if you're going to do a lot of work, really it is the best way to set the time on the between when you're going to rest. So my thought was that the really best timing was about 8 o'clock. So after 5 hours, it will be like 13, right? This is like lunchtime, like about an hour right here. This will be your lunchtime, and most of the 4 hours right here. Maybe you're like going to work and you're on the bus, on the traffic, and like about this 3 hours is really good timing for the work. And after you go to lunch, anyway, you come back and you trigger it back right here. So you can continue the work about 5 hours. If you work on 8 hours a day, it is in the between. So you have to trigger between 8 to 9 to work like this. But I have found a lot of the plugins and any of the terminal commands, and everything was really bad. And I realized that if the Mac goes to sleep mode, it doesn't really trigger these commands on the terminal. So I realized that what about just implementing those commands in this widget, and it worked. Okay, let's see how it worked. If you go to like here, this is right now it's a 23:51, and on go to settings, and you go to 23, and like I also said, just 53. And next one today at 23 and 53, and you click save. And like we do anything. Like if you see right here, the terminal is right here, but I'll just turn it off and turn this light here. And right here is 2352. Okay, I'll wait about 1 minute until it triggers. Okay, so almost time. You can see here, this command just worked. All right, and it worked. And after this trigger, this time goes to the beginning with the 5 hours. In the settings right here, there are 3 things: schedule time and working directory and cloud command. This directory is that where you want to execute this command. In this, the second, the cloud command is that what are you going to say? So let me just change to the hello and just say this to 55 and I'll save it. And this time I'll just leave this terminal right here. Sometimes sometimes the terminal opens again and again and again. So I have made this command that kill all the terminal and make a new terminal and just start the command right inside the opened terminal. Let's see how it happens. About 20 seconds. All right, it's done. All right, I have changed this command to the hello and it has gone to there and it executed the hello. This is all the features that it is. And if you want to do some like projects or the commands when you're doing when you're sleeping, if you want to start the command when you're sleeping, if you're slept about 7 hours. Okay, let me guess. If you go to here, like it's like in 7 or 8 hours, but there are empty 5 hours right here. It's already gone because when you're sleeping, this 5 hours always being like some kind of losing the cloud code. It feels like you have to use all the cloud codes when you're sleeping. Not just for me, but if you want to execute the command when you're sleeping, you can do that. Like you can set on the 205 and you execute it and it will end on the 7. When you wake up and open the cloud code, it will start right away. So you can change this comments, anything that you want to, like on any of the project command and any of it. Because if this is a menu bar, this command copy and command paste doesn't work. You have to paste it right here with this button. Always you have to save the settings and it will execute right away. If you don't want to use it, just close it. And if you want to test it out, just press test now right here. It will test with it and it will open again and it will execute it, and that's it. And this is like a really small project. I was updating about this menu bar and I really satisfied with this updates. And I was thinking about that executing some more queues. Like this is like a single one, maybe or multi queues or 3. It could be really good. But when I was using Claude Code, you have to really debug everything. Did it really work well and did it work really great? You have to check it out and have to do another execute. I really do not recommend about just let Claude Code do everything. I really don't like it. But when you're sleeping or when you're going to use it, the Claude Code every time really efficiently, this will work really great. This app, it has Makefile and it builds with this commands. I'll leave the link in the description and you can go and just download it and make a build. And if you really don't know how to execute it, if you're using Claude Code, just tell him or her that make build for me and I will do everything for you. Okay, this was the macOS menu bar Claude Code widget with a usage. And if you really want to add some multi-execute features in my menu bar app, please let me on the comments. I will make some updates with it. And thank you for watching and see you next time.